Alright, these boys are going through right now and getting this water pump ready to come off. We're going to have to reuse the water pump, timing cover, and an oil pan, oil pickup tube off of this one, as well as the intake. Probably the valve covers as well, but we'll be able to bring stuff back to reuse on this motor when we come back. Okay, another thing that you won't see on a Southern car is that little piece right there. There's your block heater. That's pretty cool for us Southern boys, but a normal sight for the Northern boys. Okay, now that you're seeing this, that right there is not only cocked and jammed, but jacked up. This was the one that came off the opposite side. Otherwise, the brakes on both sides actually look pretty good. So that's what decided us on changing the wheel cylinders, and we'll get it done. Okay, we are on the Huevo Ranchero and not the parts Ranchero, which I'm calling Montana at this point because of the Montana license plate. What we ended up having an issue with is the spring that goes from here to here on this one is bad. It was overextended. It just wasn't the way it was supposed to. So even though I didn't record it, I pulled that rear tire off, grabbed this one off of it so that it would work, and we're gonna put it on this one. This one, from all intents and purposes, looks like it was actually recently done when this thing was parked, so that's both good and bad. I'll show you the wheel cylinder here in a second, but I gotta get this thing back on. Come here, Judah. And just like that, that one is good to go. Well, I'll put this back on and move to the other side. But it's one of those things. Thankfully, that was good. What we're hoping, hope above all hope, is that the rubber hose is good, but we don't know. So this will give you a look, let you see. Good brake pads, cable still there, so we'll just take it loose here, leave the bottom where it's at, and swap out this piece here, and we'll be good to go. So this is what the inside of the fuel tank from in here is looking like, and that ain't pretty so far. So we'll see. There's still varnishy fuel in it. It's nasty. So it's down and out. We may pull that one and see if that one's any better, but that one didn't even have a gas cap on it, so we're not sure. And I think that that one's probably chock full of rain. We'll see. How do you like that? That came out of our gas tank. Woo, doggy. All right. You're beginning to see what we were seeing before. We pressure washed the bed. You can still see a little bit of wetness in there. And that stuff's done like that. Now I got to see what else has happened, because as you can tell, the black truck's moved, or the Expedition, so it's good. we're running it up and down the road. And I guess the next part is to see how clean they can get this little sucker, because there's still a bunch of sludge in there. All right. Come up. Come my way just a little. All right. Now come up. Come up. Oh, up. The other jack. Oh, right there. More. Come up. Come on up. Hold up. Hold up.
There she is.
Oops, I'm getting out of the way of everybody.
Gary.
Okay, where do you want it? I don't know. Where's going to be the best place to work on it? You want to put a couple tires on there or something? Where's one of those pallets? What's that big iron thing hanging off of the bucket?
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to.
Alright, that's what it looks like on the back side of that engine. You see what's left of the camshaft here, and it actually knocked out the gallery plug right there for the camshaft. That's pretty cool. On to the Carnage. That was a good eye, Lynn. It did break the opposite pistons. Skirt. And there is the rest of the piston. Pretty interesting. Yeah, that one's done. Well, color me sad. Because not only is this a 302 block, but it's a Mexican block. What's that mean? Some people will tell you that it's higher quality block. You can see where it notched it out on its own over there. And you can see at the back end and the bottom where it notched it out there. They'll tell you it's got a higher nickel content. Some people say it is true and some people say it isn't. But people look for these. So that short block is done. What we did find and what's cool are these are closed chamber heads. Actually, what's something? Oh, to some people. They're a C8 casting, C8OE, and we got 2 of them. So those are we're saving off of there, as well as miscellaneous parts. But crank, rods, pistons, and block, yeah. And what happened is the pin actually came loose, or not pin, the piston came loose because they were using cast pistons, over revved it. Alright, so here is what's left of the other 2. And yeah, they just came apart. This one failed right there at the wrist pin, and this one came apart in chunks too. So they flat revved it, that's for sure. That's the autopsy.